going on, everybody?
Everybody.
How was everybody's week was going on? How's every week? I know it's been real intense in the media.
I know, it's been a long fucking week with this virus and everything shutting down and people just being in the house and then the pandemonium at the market.
The mall shut down. Like I can't do shopping.
The Jack and Grinder shut down.
Listen.
Anybody affected by that here?
You know they ain't stopping over. That shit ain't stopping.
Listen, on that note, welcome to Talk on the Table.
Welcome.
I'm Yaz.
I'm Gavin.
Alex.
I'm Woolwick.
That's that Jack and Grinder shit.
I know my name back in the day was
What was it?
Moro was one.
Moro.
A super fucking
How did you
That was
come
back
up
in the
with
day. I
that?
don't know how I came up with that shit.
a superhero.
And
Moro.
then I had
Listen, I mean, you're
Adrian.
being rude. We have our special guest today. We got
who's our guest today?
Actor Darren Johnson.
What's up?
Welcome to Talk on the Table.
Welcome.
Welcome. But listen, we encourage you to just engage in everything that we got going on.
While we eat.
While we eat, partake, break bread. So listen, what we got going for hot topics?
Same stuff that's been hot topic for the last 4 weeks. The coronavirus. It's like, no.
Gotta make a hot toddy.
Before we get into that, let's talk about, I'm sure you heard about the Florida governor, right? Andrew, what's his name? Gilliam,
Yeah.
He was found in the hotel with men and drugs. And
Men or a man?
Amen.
8 man?
Amen.
It was just one?
Was it
This
two?
time. Was it just one?
I thought it was more than one.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was two.
Oh, was it two?
I thought it was two.
Yeah, but one of them was the guy who allegedly OD'd was Travis Dyson, who's a self-identified porn star performer.
Oh.
Did y'all see?
So how? Oh,
Oh, is he Caucasian?
very
He
looks like a
Caucasian. Very
Caucasian. He looks
Caucasian.
Very Caucasian persuasion.
I think. But go ahead.
But Andrew, he's they say he was hiring escorts and doing little drugs and but he's married.
See, if he would have had a black escort, he wouldn't have had this problem.
Because we went to OD, right?
Make sure you got that
We
money.
wanted to OD 'cause we wanted to get our money, get in, and get out.
You want to get drugs?
No pictures, no photos.
I just want my money.
That's crazy.
What y'all think about that in his career now?
Oh my God! I mean,
Yeah.
he's the ex-governor of. No, I think he was running for governor.
He was running for governor.
of
Yeah.
Florida. But he had he's a CNN correspondent, and I believe so.
Mayor.
I believe that he had a huge following. Like he was like painted to be like the next Barack Obama type politician. So he was put on a pedestal by these Democrats.
Very
So
clean,
My
very.
thing
very
is,
clean.
why didn't he learn from the politician in California that did the exact same thing?
it's just
You never think you're gonna get caught. If the guy didn't OD, he probably would have got caught.
He probably wouldn't have got caught. He wouldn't have got caught.
And the thing is, he wasn't going to get caught until the doctor felt uncomfortable trying to revive the guy because they had a personal physician come in and, start to build them back up, evaluate, and so on and so on. And the doctor, I forgot what his name is, felt uncomfortable because this guy was borderline dead.
Damn. So
The doctor reported the whole situation.
And then they were saying too how he knew the guy for a long time. Like they've known each other for a long
So
period
this
of time.
wasn't his first.
And this mind you, this is a big age difference too between the two.
But you already know what the relationship was.
Oh yeah. But damn, to have a wife and 3
I'm
kids
about to
at
say, what
home.
about the wife and like?
Damn, I feel bad.
So what that mean?
That's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is embarrassing for a wife
For a
to
wife.
find out her husband on TV.
When you in your circle of your girls and you thinking you got it all together, oh my man's this, my man is that, and then your girl's gonna throw in your face, oh your man,
Yeah, sucking that white dick.
she ain't all that now.
Damn.
So technically, you were sucking it too because you kissed him last night.
Girl, did you
That's
hear
a
her?
petty girl.
I feel like it definitely speaks to, especially in this day and age where somebody every 5 minutes is coming out or being found out, how many people might have a better quality of life if they just came out and lived in their own truth.
A lot of people. A whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a lot of these conservatives that are very like, no.
Well, the reason why this is coming out now is because we have access to phones and everything's getting recorded and documented and.
Well, like we said earlier, we spoke about it earlier. I'm talking with my mouth full, but
ain't full.
You already told me.
I can't get butt. But yeah. So anyway, they said, no, you mentioned earlier, maybe him and his wife had some sort of arrangement where she knew
I doubt it.
possibly about it. She knew about his lifestyle because he's a politician, so he's trying to paint the picture of a typical married
It could have
family.
been, an agreement. Like, you know.
I feel like you do that if you don't have other children to involve in that situation. Because now you're not just playing with your own life and whether they never had sex and there was no whatever. Now, 3 innocent children, you've got to eventually answer to them like, oh, well, I always knew this was the situation.
But he wasn't planning on getting caught. So what if they did have an arrangement? And by them staying together, he can provide a better life for his family.
Well, this is all allegedly too.
I mean,
because they were talking, because they said they mentioned that. Well, he mentioned that he was at a wedding. That's why he was down there in Miami.
Because that's what he
So
told.
he was at a wedding.
He was at a wedding for spring break.
That's what he told his wife.
The spring break.
During
Right.
spring break.
I'm wondering if he was there for a wedding, why wasn't his wife with him?
She had to take care of the kids.
They
You
could
can't
have
go.
had a nanny or
True,
somebody
true.
staying around.
Yeah.
Usually I'm just thinking things like that you don't go to alone anymore. Like if
Right.
you know I'm married, you don't just invite me, you invite
Right.
me.
You don't
and
have my wife.
Especially even if
Especially in Miami.
We're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Come on.
I mean, but even if you are living a double life or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, like you need to cover all your bases. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to a wedding, that's a political thing where there's always potentially going to be someone there with a camera.
He was
Your
sloppy.
wife should have been there.
He was sloppy.
You know what I mean? You just didn't.
Well,
I'm not making excuses, but
maybe he had an agreement where he was going out of town to play. She knew. Maybe she
It's
plays.
not uncommon. I have a friend that allows her husband to go out and play.
Oh,
And they
does
have
she
children?
know? Well,
Yeah,
some of
she
she
knows.
knows. Okay.
Who does he play with though?
Men.
And they have kids?
They have 2 kids.
So he's allowed to go play with men.
And sometimes
This is
she
a black
plays.
couple?
No. Sometimes she plays with them.
So they're
wow.
still together.
Yeah, they're still married.
They're still
Like a
married.
Will and Jada
so you
type of
never
thing.
know what goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
What they're agreeing with.
But it's like, who?
A Will and Jada type of thing.
So wait, going back to this. So, damn, that's very interesting though.
Yeah.
For her to allow him to do it, I guess she's like, but don't. I mean, you have to. I don't know. I just think with the gay
each his
lifestyle. No, to each his own. I'm not judging at all. I just that I would hope
Unless
that
you
he
find
does.
out it's a straight man getting his butt ate by the girl. that don't happen, right?
Straight guys getting their butt ate.
So what is he then? If he's
I
with
don't know.
if he's with a woman,
His wife, and he's fucking men.
what is he then?
Gay.
It's bi.
Gay.
Bi.
He's gay. No, I think he's gay. I think he's gay. I think
He's still doing
that
his wife though.
he ain't doing his wife. He ain't fucking his wife.
You hate to see it.
You can't see that by dick.
He ain't. He's not.
You don't want to see that by dick.
He's not.
Bi dick.
He's not performing with his wife. I don't.
You never know.
I don't believe he. Maybe me.
You never know.
I would. Yeah.
Are you performing with your wife?
No.
No. No. But yeah. So that's
Okay.
crazy. But where we gonna put that?
Back there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Corona real quick. That's
Corona boner.
Corona.
Corona is out here boning the girls.
It's taking over the internet, is shutting things down here in
Corona always
in
ends
Philly. It's shutting stuff down in Montgomery, everywhere.
I know.
What do y'all feel about that? Y'all feel it's a government antic, or do y'all feel
No.
it's?
I mean, I think the media is definitely fanning the flames on this whole
Uh-huh.
thing. You know, I'm sure we'll get to talk about it later with Darren, but yeah, I just think that people should definitely be cautious, wash their hands. I went to the gym out back in Philly because I
was
couldn't.
empty.
It was empty. Yeah, it was pretty empty.
Like,
So just making sure you wash your hands and wiping down machines and shit like that.
you went 2 years ago. I wasn't.
You went where 2 years ago? No. How was it then?
It wasn't clean.
What you going to the gym for?
To work out.
Work out what?
Her eyeballs.
Mind your business. I'm going for a fitness experience.
Them eyeballs stronger than mine.
Bang, bang, bang.
So-
All through the machine.
Are y'all changing y'all behaviors? Are y'all a little bit more cautious with the? Are y'all scared? Like, what are y'all thoughts?
I'm not afraid. I think with the small research that I've done, most people our age can usually pass it on their own unless you've got some sort of respiratory situations. Yeah. I'm hoping that all these people who are buying all this hand sanitizer are actually using it, because there's a lot of people who don't wash their hands in general. So I'm hoping y'all are using all this stuff that y'all are hoarding.
But here's the thing. For me, I've been a little bit more conscious as far as cleanliness, especially when interacting with people because of my field. But the question that comes to me that media, no one has really been talking about, this is a virus that is viral, right? So it attacks your immune system and your breathing, right? So why don't you just double up on the things that support that, like your vitamins and eating regimens and shakes and things like that, in addition to being clean. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, why not start there as opposed to buying every toilet paper outside of every, how did toilet paper and paper towel even get into
Because
this?
people out there was only stuck in the house for 14 days.
Yeah, but they were fighting in Walmart over toilet paper.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It was a black and a white. They were
white trash and hood. Okay.
No, I'm just fighting overseas too.
That's not the view.
They fighting overseas too.
That was from Gavin behind scenes.
We have I think 3,000 cases now, so which is still a small number of people who have it, but it just.
But what they're not telling you is most people overcome it.
And most people that may have it are not being tested, so it could be a lot more numbers, bigger numbers out there.
Up until recently, they were charging people to get tested.
Crazy. Fucking government.
I just feel like they knew about it ahead of time. They disregarded and just brushed it under the rug as it wasn't going to be that deep.
Because this shit been going on since
and if our president wasn't going to get tested, it's like, what tone are you setting for the nation if you're not going to get tested and you was exposed to it?
Well, my president don't get tested, so I don't got to get tested.
Well, he got tested.
He eventually
got tested yesterday.
And the virus, it was like, yo.
Yeah, you better go get tested. But who's to say that he really got tested?
Who's to say?
It could just be a political thing where he's just trying to ease people's minds or whatever.
Wasn't it a Brazilian mayor or somebody that got it from his camp spending the weekend with him?
What were they doing?
So he was in contact
in a hotel with drugs and
meth in the butt.
Oh.
So where we going to put Corona?
Corona
back there.
So let's briefly talk about the baby over the weekend. The baby's always in trouble. The rapper, the baby's always in trouble. We're not talking about the dick pic. Not talking about the dick pic.
Nothing else matters.
Recently, the baby was in a club. He was walking out with his crew. And a woman, it looks like she shoved the phone in his face. And it came close to him. He says it hit him. But he mollywopped the shit out of this bitch.
My thing is, well, go ahead. I'll let you finish the story.
Now she's suing. Her name was something like
Tyrone Isha.
You love saying that.
Because I don't know
her
how to say it.
Her dad's name was Tyrone and her mom's name was Isha.
Tyrone and Keisha had a baby.
They ain't some nigga shit.
Tyrone Isha.
Yeah, so now I hear she's allegedly suing for $30,000. Thoughts? And go.
Too little.
Too little money.
Too little.
What would you sue for?
Oh, a whole lot. at least $1 million.
How many Gucci bags do you have?
In
those terms.
Yeah, at least $1 million.
My thing is, she should have had common courtesy. Like, you don't shove a phone in somebody's face. Like,
well, the shame is he hit the wrong one.
Yeah, he hit the wrong one.
So at the end of the day, you hit me and I did nothing. Yep. You might have a case if I was the one who put this thing in your face. True. Whether she hit you or not, then got nothing to do with me. You hit me.
You hit me, not even touch you.
I'm publicly embarrassed.
Run me my money.
Then
so
you go and make another video.
He hit the wrong girl?
He hit the wrong fucking girl. Yeah, he hit the girl.
I didn't know that.
The wrong girl.
He hit the wrong fucking girl. So, yeah.
She's like, what did I do? What did I ever do to you?
That was this bitch.
I think $30,000 was definitely too little. I probably would have got the nigga locked up, but...
I'm like, we need you to continue making that
money. I would have been dead.
Man,
I need
his career should be...
And I would have went to the hospital. She didn't go to the hospital.
No, she did not go to the hospital.
I would have left.
So when she goes to
I would have
fell out.
Why did you go to
the hospital first?
Eventually, she went. And she said she had a contusion or something.
Yeah, she went a couple days
later. She said it. She looked fine. No,
That's
y'all
probably
taking me
from, like,
tonight
being
on a
dick getting beat on
stretcher.
Right.
I'm
Because I would have
limping.
laid out on the floor.
I need to cast the bar.
I can't.
I would have been laid out.
Yup.
The AMC would have been like, "Come on, you can walk. I cannot."
That's like how we showed up in court. Like Shadini showed up.
Neck brace, all that.
Neck brace, okay.
Yup, he hit me.
With the
So you
three
take
teams.
a wheelchair.
What was
Yes.
what was his name? It wasn't Johnny
Johnny
Cochran.
Cochran?
No, but
No.
it was on Mark. It was the
Who was the comedian?
Damn it! What is his name?
Oh, God.
I mean, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
But
That wasn't. No, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Mr.
It-
Cooper.
but his name was something Cochran on the show though.
It was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a funny ass show. That's crazy, but yeah, I think 30,000 is definitely too little to be for a smack like that. Cause he's
Like publicly humiliated. Now I don't
Yeah.
know. That's very similar to when what's my girl name who played a flute? Thick.
Oh, Lizzo?
Lizzo.
She got
She
smacked?
publicly embarrassed somebody on her Instagram.
Oh, what she do?
Person.
Oh.
Now I don't know
What she
what
said?
she said something about them, and when he was saying, you know, how they were being sued, but I don't know what the follow up was.
She
Like, I don't know
posted,
that
she posted
person.
like this Uber Eats driver and kind of like clowned her. Said she didn't come up to my. She lied and said she came up to my room or something like that.
Yeah.
She did, but she posted her picture and her Instagram like on her thing for all her millions of viewers to attack her.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she had to
wow.
like shut down her IG and all of that stuff. She was getting attacked because of Lizzo posted her.
This social media is definitely getting us closer to these celebrities to do whatever we want to do to
Yes,
them.
it is.
Attack them and
Get a
DM
check.
and say some shit.
Get a check.
Then couple rappers came out recently saying something about
Get a check.
they tired of men DMing them all crazy. I think it was a
heard
rap.
that.
Yeah, it was a rap. Damn, I had a conversation. Shut the fuck up. And I was hearing something that I don't know if it was the Game. It was somebody. I guess they could be getting a whole bunch of DMs.
I mean,
But anyway.
well, they put this
Oh, the
themselves out
Game.
there,
I
so
bet
why
he did
not?
get a bunch of DMs.
Yeah, it was a rapper that was saying, "Yo, I'm tired of y'all." No. Damn it. The boy who the rapper, young boy. He just died. The one who just died. He OD'd off the plane.
The drugs and the money.
Yeah, him.
I forget his name. That's so sad. He was trying to hide some of the drugs he had. They had called the police to meet him when he landed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about You're talking
I'm
about.
about to get the name.
It's right there though. It's
Well,
right,
let that be a
it's right
lesson
there.
how some people are here today and nobody remembers you tomorrow.
Right.
He was with he did something with Nikki. I remember that.
Where we gonna put that?
Yeah, mine
Back
is
there.
All right, so since we put that back there, we're gonna get into Deb Atney's son, Waka Flocka Flame.
Waka Waka.
So the Shade Room had posted a clip or a screenshot of Waka Flocka's post. It reads, "Never will I act or dress like a female. Not for promo, not for comedy, and damn sure not for a fucking challenge. Where's the be a real man challenge? It's like being feminine's a wave. Please stay woke." Is being feminine a wave or is just what everybody?
How does they?
just-
My thing is they keep associating gay with being feminine, and then they saying
Like
that
some
if you're
agenda.
feminine, you lack masculinity. That's not true. Like these are, like it's. I just think
You
it's.
say if you're feminine, you lack masculinity.
That's what it seems like he's saying. He's saying like I'm not doing no feminine shit. Where is the masculine challenges
So
or
if
whatever?
you're feminine, you think you possess masculinity.
No, it's feminine. I mean, femininity could be how you act, what you say. Your visual. You can look feminine, but you may not be feminine. You can be a masculine person and look feminine.
Point out a person. I'm not saying.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not
a drag
saying-
queen. You look at a drag queen. There's plenty of drag queens who are masculine men, but then when they dress up in drag, they present themselves as being
for
feminine.
That's for a show.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it can be the case though.
Like, point out a person that lives their life like every day that's feminine but masculine at the same time. I'm trying to get
a top,
visual.
a top that's trying to top you.
You seem confused.
I mean, I think that there can be a balance, maybe somebody who has feminine traits and masculine traits.
That's like Lil Nas X. He
has masculine
Feminine
traits.
he
and
has
masculine
masculine
traits.
traits,
But
but
his-
he dressed feminine.
I about to say, Lil
Yeah.
Nas doesn't have any feminine traits. When you pay attention to like how he speaks,
He dresses
and how-
feminine.
Yeah,
He dresses
Yeah,
feminine,
he
but
dresses feminine.
but he acts mad.
That's my point.
That's
my
in
point.
public because when he was a troll
That's
on Instagram, she was real feminine.
No, I didn't get feminine.
Yeah,
traits.
neither.
I didn't get
When
feminine.
he
I
was a
don't
troll
know. I don't
before he
really
was a
follow.
star.
Yeah.
You followed him?
If you watch some of his behind the scenes, like I don't get feminine from him.
I got young acting and immature.
Yeah.
Not
You present as masculine, but you feminine underneath.
What does your mother present as?
Let me tell you what your mother about to, what she about to present as. Oh, you see, you did give you a couple more weeks.
She gonna say, why'd you put me on the show? Remember what I said last week?
Oh yeah.
Plethora of men.
a plethora.
She said, I ain't gonna think I'm a thought.
Well,
She said, wait till this new body though. You know, she just got surgery.
oh, I did not know.
She just got.
Oh wow,
She about to get
Just in
snatched.
time for something.
just
My
in
new
time.
girlfriend.
But
That's why you trying to lose weight. You trying to compete with your mom. That's what you trying to compete with your mom.
Oh, you think you'll bring all these niggas in my house?
ain't getting up.
I'll be waiting for them at the door. You done with her? Come on.
Come here.
Doing this new body.
Body,
But no, I think with Waka, man, I just think that a lot of, I don't know. At this point, he's from Atlanta, right? So I'm sure he's around a whole bunch of gay men. So it's like, at this point, it's like, man, it's 2020. Like, why are we still going back and forth with this feminine, masculine shit? Like, it's, you know.
Well, I mean, to I don't want to, I guess to play devil's advocate. I mean, look at a lot of these like major fashion houses now. You know what I mean? It's like they're not putting men in like kilts that can be gender bending, either or. It doesn't take away from your masculinity or add too much femininity to you. But they're putting men in dresses
Most of the
and
designers
things
are-
like that. I get it, but it's just like, but these fashion lines is putting out these type of looks, and this is just like one example. If they're putting out these looks, and you got someone who is a straight man that's very high into fashion, he's only limited to like certain apparel that he can wear, because if he doesn't want to necessarily want to wear,
does seem
you know,
like
things
a-
like that.
like,
So I mean,
on the
it
outside,
does seem like
an
that,
agenda.
an agenda, but I don't think that's the case.
I don't know. I think he always says something about the gay community or being feminine. So if you're always saying something about it, why just not pay attention to it?
Right.
Just go about your way.
Right.
Like you're
But if
always
it's in-
around.
but
It's
if
not
it's-
going anywhere.
He
Anytime
lives in
soon.
Atlanta though. It's
Right.
He lives in Atlanta. It's
But
kinda
who's
hard.
really checking for Waka?
But
Flocka, though?
why
Nobody's
comment
checking
on
for
it?
Waka.
Yeah.
Flocka.
He said he stopped rapping because he knew he was a sucky rapper.
Is that what he said?
I think so, yeah.
And I'm sure
He
He was
did.
a whack rapper.
Yeah, right.
I feel like there's stuff in everybody's face every day, and at the same time, it's just like you don't have to always have an opinion.
No,
Right.
just keep it to
Do
yourself.
you
Yeah.
think that what is his Instagram?
What you call it?
So
Kitchen
he
table
can
talk?
do what he wants on it.
Yeah, you can, and at the same time, it's kind of like you have to remember so many people are going to see whatever it is that you have posted. Go ahead and read it and take this thought as your opinion. Maybe it wasn't completed, but I just feel like it's kind of limiting in 2020. Like, he's not saying he doesn't like gays. He wished there were stronger male influences, I guess. But then make sure that you and the crew that you hang around are these strong male influences that you
And
wish
I don't
to
see it because
see.
he's been cheating on his wife for the longest,
Well,
right?
what that got to do with anything?
Because if you're trying to show this positive image of what a man should be, then you live it 100%.
His infidelities ain't got nothing to do
Why
with
don't it?
masculinity and femininity.
Look, I say talk the talk, walk the walk. I'm gonna drink up on that.
All right, I'll have
And-
another drink.
Oh, wait. I'm about to say something, but what are we talking about? Waka Flocka. Oh, Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka,
Waka
no
Flocka.
flame, no flame.
That's a flame.
Oh, she flaming?
Well, guess what? Then I guess anybody got anything else to say about Waka Flocka?
No.
Now his mom is masculine and feminine.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I like that. That's the perfect definition of masculinity and feminine.
That better be our video clip.
Why
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I ain't saying it, Mr. Darren. It wasn't me. I've been banging with you.
I'm
since
just the guest here.
Love and hip hop.
I guess you can put that where?
Back there.
So
It's on you. So what you gonna do?
Are we on? Hey.
What's going on?
Whew, so what a interesting hot topics we just had. And now we're going to get into our guest, Darren,
Hey.
the actor / teaching / healthcare.
/ whatever you want to call me.
He said slash that bitch.
Okay.
So we
Chase the
definitely
bag.
want to talk about, I believe, the most recent project, him.
That's not the most recent project, but that's a project.
Is
I've
there
done.
another show?
It's not another show. Since then, I've done at least 10 commercials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I noticed, we've definitely seen some of the commercials that you have posted on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Are there certain commercials that have not made your Instagram?
There are, I just can't find them right now.
Oh, okay. Cool. How do you normally choose a commercial, or how do they choose you?
I just submit to a casting notice, and if they like me, they email me like, "Hey, you're booked."
Okay.
And I'm on set, and I get my bag, and I'm out.
Do you use an agency?
So I did have an agent. She didn't believe in my dream, so I had to cut her loose. So everything that I submit for, all the money comes to me. I don't have to pay a percentage.
Okay.
That's good.
So when you said she didn't believe in your dream, what was her focus versus what is your vision?
So her focus was
question.
building her roster. She had I would say 50 plus people, and I'm just one person. So I have a dream. I want to do network TV. I want to do national commercials. I want to do everything. And she's like, all right, well, here's some extra work. No, I've done all that. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. So I don't need that. I need the big stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you find it's hard for actors to do gay roles and then find themselves doing, and I don't want to say there's no gay mainstream role, but is it harder to do that switch?
I would say it is. You just can't pigeonhole yourself.
Okay.
To play a gay character on TV, it's not about being gay. It's about giving the lines, delivering the message. So if you're on a show like Pose, maybe that'll pigeonhole you, but not really, because it depends on what your character is. So I don't know. Would I do another gay character? Yeah, it just depends on the role and what I'm portraying in that. So I don't want to pigeonhole myself.
Do y'all think that Jack from Will and Grace, he can go on and play somebody straight and it'll be believable?
He has.
Well, he
Yes.
has.
Two men and a son, or two fathers and two dads.
You always remember
Jack
him as
surprisingly didn't come out for a really long time.
He's gay in real life?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Which
it's the
he
guy
only
from,
admitted.
The guy,
Modern
recently.
Family.
he's straight, right?
No, he's gay.
No, the big guy is straight though, right?
Oh, that.
I think the big guy is straight.
I think the big one is straight.
He plays
and
a
the other
hell of a
one is-
fucking role.
I'm trying to think. I guess if Pose comes calling, would you answer?
So I recently had 2 submissions for Pose. So yeah.
Okay.
If Pose comes calling, I'm going.
Wow.
What would you? Let's just say, not even what would it. When it becomes that you are this mega icon in Hollywood, what would your platform be?
So let me stop you right there. I do not want to be a superstar.
Okay.
I do not want to be. I want to be a working actor. I want to consistently
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Because if you're a superstar, you're just pigeonhole yourself, and people are going to know you for that one thing. No, I want to be known for a lot of things.
Do you think Will Smith is known for one thing?
No, mm-mm.
He's a superstar.
He is a superstar. However, nowadays, if you're on a show like Pose, people are just going to recognize you as Pose and be like, oh, well, we already seen him. Who's the next hottest
we
thing?
won't put you in this.
And that's how casting thinks nowadays. If they see you on something right now, they're not going to cast you for a good little bit. And that's why it's very hard for actors.
Okay.
Interesting. Now, does that change the more successful an actor or an actress becomes?
It does. If you book something big, then people are going to be like, all right, let's book him, because you become a name.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Do you have a mentor or somebody who coaches you or you look up to?
Who? I do. I have a few people. Lee Edward Colston. He was an MFA student at Juilliard. I have a lady by the name of Melanie Mack up in New York. I'm currently taking her ongoing class. I'm getting ready to start an improv class next Sunday at UCB, one of the top improv schools in New York. So I look up to a lot of people.
What's the worst advice you've ever been given?
The worst advice I've ever been given by agency: take our class. Like, what are you teaching? Like, what are you teaching that I don't already know? Because I went to Temple for acting, so I know a lot. So it's like me taking a class at an agency? No, it's not gonna happen.
What role do you see yourself playing that will bring you ultimate satisfaction?
I mean, any role. What my type is, I can say what my type is. Mm-hmm. My type is being a teacher, being the guy next door, being a young lawyer, being a young professor. And I've learned that over the last 12 weeks taking class with Melanie Mack, like we really honed in on my business skills. Like, what's your type? Really hone in on your type and really hone in on your essence, because that's what's going to sell. That's what people are going to like attract to. So I've been working a lot on that.
Do you feel like being in Philly kind of puts you in a smaller box as opposed to like moving out to New York or moving to Atlanta? Or moving
so I've
LA?
been in Philly for the past 33 years, and I've met every casting director, every agent. So I've done the Philly circuit. Now I'm moving to the New York circuit.
Yeah.
So it's definitely harder in the New York circuit. I have to meet everybody all over again. So I'm done with Philly. I love Philly, but it's time to move on to bigger and better things.
So you plan on moving to New York?
I don't think so. I will commute because New York is very expensive. Like right now, I'm commuting 2 to 3 times a week to New York.
Okay.
So it's definitely hard.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So to jump into one of your slashes as a substitute teacher, how did you get involved with that?
So a coworker was like, "Hey, you should be a substitute teacher." I'm like, "Well, why?" She's like, "Well, you work at CHOP. You love kids." I'm like, "All right, I'll try it out." Honestly, I do like it. I like helping out kids, helping them learn. But some kids, it's just like, why are you not getting this? Sometimes I'll give that kids the answers on the board, and they still don't get it. I'm like, well,
Do you think you're a substitute teacher? When I had substitute teachers back in the day, it was play day. We're not learning today.
And most of them think it's play day, and when I really put my foot down, they be like, it's not play day. Like, we gotta work.
Do you teach in the city or do you teach out in the suburbs?
I teach in the city.
Okay, so
Yeah, like when I put my foot down, they know it's time to work.
But they be like, come on, you like the security cop. Like,
No,
but you always
I'm
have
there.
in the back of your mind though that your teacher is going to come and she knows that the substitute assigned work.
No.
Yeah.
Really? I always knew that in the back of my mind. I'm like, my teacher gonna come and this work gotta be done. So.
No, they like run around and do everything.
You got some mean ass
bring the
substitute
TV out,
teachers.
Put the VHS.
You got some mean ass substitute teachers. So what's the I guess the age group that you currently teach?
Middle school, 6th to 8th. Yep.
Okay.
Did you say you were teaching Spanish?
Yes.
Do you know Spanish?
Hola.
Where my Rosetta Stone? Where am I Rosetta Stone?
Right.
So another question, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a professor at USC, and they're working on not so much a documentary, I forget what you would call it, but sort of like a
Series?
like a sort of like we'll call it some sort of documentation of some sort,
Okay.
where it's basically dealing with a lot of teachers, not just black or gay, but whether or not they choose or not to choose to come out because of the stigma of being labeled not so much gay, but that pedophile thing could come up. Like, it's okay that the kids are happy today and they know Dr. so-and-so is gay and that's fine, he's cool, but the second I'm upset, oh, now Dr. so-and-so touched me. How do you feel and how do you handle whether or not you choose to be out with your students? Are you out with your students?
I am not.
Why would you hey students I'm gay?
No,
well,
but
it's not so much that, but a lot of kids kind of know.
They pick up on it, and I get asked a lot, and I always say, is that relevant to your studies?
Gay?
Yeah.
Kids?
He works in the city.
He
works all the
I
time.
understand it, but why is sexuality coming out of children though? Like
It does. I mean, these children
They
are
say that
having
home, I'm
sex.
sure
They having sex in 5th grade.
Yeah,
I get that, but you're in school to learn, not to.
Not these kids in Philadelphia. No.
They in school to get
That's
the tea.
I would. It's not just
And then I'm
not
gonna
just
tell my
in
mom,
Right.
girl, you know my substitute was gay.
And some of them like, and so, you know,
We
kids,
gotta
man,
get
they-
you out of that.
Right. But yeah, I don't play that. I never disclose my sexuality to any child because it's none of their business.
Keep it very professional.
Do you feel
Yeah,
there's a
exactly.
stigma amongst other faculty sometime?
Not from what I've seen. Everybody's been open and welcoming. So, no.
Okay.
So if a student came up to you and said that they were gay, and they wanted to kind of get advice from you, assuming that you were gay, how would you approach that situation?
Well, as a substitute, I cannot comment on that. I could just refer them to the counselor. So, yeah, I'm just referring you to the counselor because it's not my lane.
You may get me in trouble.
Okay, you're not messing up my coin.
You encourage my child to come out to me.
Get out.
But I'm quite sure it's definitely students. You'd be like, you about to be a part of this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
You
Already, I already see it.
Yeah.
I already see it.
Yep.
So, next flash, with your healthcare,
Uh-huh.
how did you get into healthcare?
So when I graduated college, I was looking for a job just like anybody else, and I started out in the drug rehab, and I really liked it. And then I've just been in it ever since. Worked at maybe 3 or 4 drug rehabs, and then I was like, I can't do adults anymore because they're worse than kids. They honestly are worse than kids, and then I just got into child.
Who did you say? Dope fiends?
Adults.
So, with that being said, how do you feel about those, the drug centers that they want to establish in Philly, like the safe drug centers?
It's just enabling people to continue to use their drugs. Are you really helping these people? No, you're not really helping these people. What can you do to help these people? Close these places down, get them therapy, get them help. And
But if they don't want it, do you think they're going to just continue to...
Yeah, if a person doesn't want help, they're not going to get help. But if they want help, they're going to seek help. And I've had plenty of patients come up to me saying, oh, see me on the streets, oh, you really helped me out when I was in drug rehab. And that's like really, really reassuring. It's just like, oh, well, I really helped someone. That's a good feeling.
Any fears whenever you're doing that sort of work?
My only fear is just finding someone dead, and it has happened, and it's a scary feeling. It's like, what do you do? But when you see it over and over, you just get numb to it. It's just like, all right, here we go again. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's just like when you try so much to help somebody, and then it's up to them to actually want to, be helped and seek that help. And if they don't, they just, shit happens and die and a whole bunch of stuff.
So I also try to ask this question to everybody. A lot of times I forget. What are your pronouns?
He, him.
No, that's right.
I was like,
They?
what is they?
What
It?
is they?
What?
All these people in my head.
So with all of these different slashes and experiences and titles and dreams, how does that affect your personal life?
It doesn't, because I know how to delineate work from personal life.
Is it easy for you to make time for somebody?
Or even meeting someone?
Yes, it's very difficult. It is very difficult, but if I really like the person, I make time.
I was like, you make time for what you
What you want.
Want to make time for.
What do you want for our listeners out there?
Well, I guess the first question is, are you single?
Or are you dating?
I'm dating.
Okay.
I am dating.
That's
Happy?
good. Dating life, I'm sure, is fun.
Dating life is very fun. But yeah, I am happy.
How did this person catch your attention?
He's lit in my DMs.
But does dating mean that you're just dating one person? Are you dating just one person?
I'm too busy to date multiple people.
Okay.
I'm dating one person.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're dating just one person?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. But that's none of my business. Hey, if they like me, they like me.
How long would you give a person before you found out, okay, you gotta kind of choose, or do they ever need to choose?
You got a good 3 to 6 months to choose. Because like I said, I'm very busy. So like my time is very, very limited. So that 3 to 6 months, it's just like, all right, what we doing? Where we going? What we about to do?
Gotcha.
Where you going?
Where you going? Precious, where you going?
What's a good date for you?
A good date. I love to eat.
Okay.
So take me out to eat, and that's it. We can talk, we have some drinks, but take me out to eat.
What are your turn-offs?
Ooh, my turn-offs. A liar, a cheater.
You a lie, a cheater.
All of that. Here's
All
another
that.
one. Someone who is constantly texting and calling me. Like, I have a whole life. I'm sure you got a whole life, but if you calling me and texting me every day, all day, then you ain't got no life. Like, go find a hobby. Go do something. Like, I'm very, 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 very busy.
Any of y'all at this table like that? From your
I don't like that.
Texting?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like that.
You like
Yeah.
that?
You've changed though.
I can be very like that, but you know, depending on now, I'm on this whole. I'm matching your energy, but
Well, that's petty though.
but
Because
For
if
him,
his
it's
personality-
good.
But no, because if his personality is to always text and be in communication with somebody, don't try to
If it's
reverse
not
it.
being
and-
But he said
reciprocated.
you match your energy. That's
Yeah.
fine.
But now I'm at a point where I mentioned energy before, but I used to be that person to
But then
text to make
eventually,
sure,
well-
like, you know what I mean? Because here's the thing. If you got somebody, no offense to you, because I'm one of the people that's always busy as well. But like we said earlier, you can make time for what you want to make time for. So for me, texting all the time doesn't necessarily mean we have to have engage in a full-fledged thread. It's just a simple good morning. Hey, how you feeling?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, and that's
good morning.
fine.
You know, little things like
Yeah,
that
that's
throughout the
fine.
day. Those are things that just let me know I'm on your mind.
Right.
You
I
know,
like that too.
and reciprocate. It's just little things. I don't have to have a full-fledged conversation. Now, at one point, you know, within two days, we do need to have a conversation.
Right, and I agree.
You know, things like that. So, to answer the question, I am one of those people.
I think I am too. I like not like you said, not a full on conversation. Like
Just let me know what you think about. Hey, I hope you smiling. I'm busy. You know, or something like that. Like I would take that and
thinking
just
about you. I'm busy.
You know, I'll
thinking
take that
about
and just
I'm
be
not
like,
trying to hear all that. That's
Yeah, but
too
when
much.
somebody texting you every day,
Thinking about you.
all day, like, trying to have
thinking
a
about
conversation,
me,
like, no, that's
not all
annoying.
day, not all day. But what
I
you
feel
say?
like I've been in
morning,
those
you
situations.
thinking about me? All right.
So you don't
How
appreciate
you
that?
doing?
So you
you
want
wrote good morning.
Okay. If he say good morning,
Of course, you be like this.
That's what I'm saying.
If you say so, my thing is that, so for people that are in situations, do you have, because you have gotten it and you've gotten used to it, and maybe you have solidified the connection between whoever you with? Do you just take it for granted that those things still come about and you just be like, oh?
No, you still do those things.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
making fun
do
of it.
Because I know that some people,
Hold on a second now. 1:30.
some people, you know, have a tendency to disregard or don't appreciate because they know it's always there.
Yeah. No, if you really like somebody, you would definitely put the time in and you'll communicate. It don't have to be all day, all the time, but you know, like you said, simple hello, how you doing, good morning, goes a long way. So
Wait, let me find out.
So this has all been very enlightening as we've gotten to get some information out of him. And I'm sure there'll be many more chances for us to dig in as well.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to leave everybody with?
Wash your hands.
Always, even after
Wash your
Corona.
hands.
After Corona, before you touch me, after you
Where
touch me.
can our viewers and our listeners find you at on social media?
I am Darren Johnson on IG.
I am.
I-A-M Darren Johnson on IG.
are you on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube?
I
everything
am
on YouTube?
Darren Johnson on IG.
I gotta say it.
What's your name
What
on
is it?
Grindr?
I am.
Darren Johnson on IG.
Oh man, for the talk on the table, we thank you for coming on to the show.
Yes, thank you for coming on the show.
No problem.
You sticking around for question talks from other people's tables?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Put on some of this shit.
Yeah.